So about 8 months ago, I wanted to demonstrate how good the foundational marketing system works. And to refresh your memory, the foundational marketing system is a website, a Google listing, and a little bit of SEO or search engine optimization that goes into making sure that your website and your listing gets found online. And when you get some of these things lined up properly, or at least close to properly, and you're able to get some reviews on your Google listing, then you will get phone calls. And so the whole point of creating this new business with the new website and the new Google listing was to demonstrate that you don't need to do everything perfect in order to get results. And so the video that you're about to see is a conversation between Dominic and I, where I'm just showing him the basic CRM, marketing, and sales setup that I created. It is by no means completely finished, but again, it's the bare minimum of what is required to do this. So I'm going to be demonstrating a tool called Go High Level. Go High Level is a CRM that we are using to allow people to call us, text us, send us emails, and we're able to return those calls, texts, emails, Facebook Messenger posts, and Google Business listing messages all from one place. We're able to track everything really closely, and Dominic is currently using this platform to handle the sales of this business. It's a brand new business, it's just getting started, and on this video, you'll be able to overhear Dominic and I discussing how this is going to work, and me giving him some coaching on how to handle the sales calls and how we can gather the information we need from our customers in order to give them a proper estimate and determine whether or not we're even the right fit. For some of these projects, they're going to be over our head because Dominic doesn't have a ton of experience installing things like sprinklers yet, but there are going to be some jobs that he can do. So our goal from here is to find some clients who have jobs that we can handle, and then try to find some subcontractors or either other partners in the area that we can just send these customers to and help them get what they're looking for when they reach out to us. So as you watch through this, feel free to throw any questions in the comments section. I think it might be kind of cool for you to see behind the scenes real conversation between two people in a business, the marketer and the salesman, and just what that looks like and what it looks like when we set up a modern CRM and sales system for a brand new business. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing your comments and your questions in the comment section. The important part is just go into the conversation like, how can I help this person? And the questions and what to know will flow naturally. Try to help them. If they're the kind of person you want to help, then move things forward. Landscaping is one of the best trade business there is for scaling. What's up, my dude?
How's it going?
Good. It's been a long day. I think this is my 12th Zoom call of the day.
I also had a long day, but it was not doing Zoom calls. It was putting a beam up as a support for a ceiling.
Nice. That's kind of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, it was all right. We're not done. We're going back, finishing it tomorrow. I put a person in high level
Okay.
this morning. And then I almost like tried to call him, but then I wasn't sure if I was basically, I just didn't know what all I wanted to cover in the phone call to them. Because I don't know pricing. I don't know how, if we're just calling them to set up a consultation. I imagine some of them are not going to be such massive projects. Somebody wants their yard done that I just would tell them over the phone, okay, yeah, I'll $50, $100, whatever, and we'll do it. Yay or nay. Okay, we can do it this day. And I see how some calls can be really simple.
Inside your Google Drive on your Coeur d'Alene Landscapers account, you should create like a Google Doc and create one and send you a link. You can create
Oh,
one.
I guess you created me a whole Google account, didn't you? So I have all of that stuff, not just okay. Gmail.
Yeah. So it's perfect. Like, you're asking the right questions. That's completely normal. That's what you should be asking. Like, you're about to call someone and then it's like, all right, hold on a minute. What am I actually going to say on this call? I find the most useful thing to do is, instead of trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to say, I just try to identify like, what's the frame of mind that I need to go into this call? And basically just imagine yourself as like an ambassador
slash consultant, and you're going in just to help this person figure out whatever the hell they're trying to do. So your only mission on the call is to establish some kind of relationship. Like, hey, you're Marina. Hey, I'm Dominic. What were you thinking? Why'd you reach out to us? What are you looking for? And then she'll tell you, well, we have maybe they had a current, like you're going to find out all sorts of stuff and it'll help guide you. This call isn't to give advice. Well, it could be to give advice. It's not to give any prices, and it's not to scope out the project. It's to figure out whether or not it's worth it for you to go actually meet her in person. So just figure out what she's looking for. And okay, maybe they want their lawn mowed once a month or once a week. They've had a company doing it. That company's gone now, or maybe it's a new business and they never had it. Just figure out what the situation is and just gather all the details and go in with the frame of mind that like, I'm the ambassador. I'm just here to get all the information that we can and then go back to home base and figure out how to help this person. And home base would be this, you and me figuring it out. And so just gather all the information you can think of, you know, when you're on the call and you've gathered some info and taken some notes, you know, stop for a second and think like, is there anything else I might wish that I would have asked? And then always ask them, like, do you have any questions for me? And she might ask you, well, how long have you been in business? And you can say, actually, new company. This is the first year we've been in business, but we've been doing construction and remodeling for many years. And just be completely honest about the situation and just always focus, like keep in your mind, like, I'm just here to help this person. That's all I care about. How can I help them? And then if they ask you something you can't answer, say, you know, I don't know the answer to that, but I'll send you an email later today with a response, or I'll call you later. We'll get you that answer. And then if you can determine that it's worth actually going to meet with her and see the site and talk to her in person, like right now, you're just trying to get reps in. So even if you think the project might be above your head, it might, if you have time, it might be worth it to just go swing by, have a chat with her, just, you know, get some practice in of going through this process.
I imagined a little bit more footwork. I imagine the footwork to reward ratio is going to be heavy on the footwork at first, like all the dirty work and all the calls, the going to people and getting in the practice of it. That is something I anticipate. So that's something I'm planning for. So getting the frame of mind for the fall, and I probably won't be turning very many people down. I don't plan on that unless we were like terraforming or something.
Yeah.
I imagine most landscaping tasks are pretty simple and mostly just stuff.
Most are, and I'm going to leave that up to you because you're the man on the ground and you're the one putting the time in. If it's a project like they need a whole sprinkler system ripped up and replaced, and maybe you don't even want to bother with that right now, that's totally fine. When that situation comes up, you can just say, let me talk to management, see if we have time for this. If we can't get to it, we'll see if we can find somebody local that we can refer to you. And that's a statement you can say to just about anyone. And maybe we can find somebody, maybe we can't, but you're not under any obligation to go meet all these people. The important part is just go into the conversation like, how can I help this person? And like the questions and what to know will flow naturally, because in order to help them, you're going to get certain information. And if you get like a bad feeling about somebody, like they're just being kind of weird, or they like, you should always, like, asking for budget is fair on the first phone call. Hey, what do you have in mind for a budget for this? And if someone's like super weird about budget, you're not obligated to go meet with them. If you get a bad feeling in your stomach, you know, just say, hey, let me get back to you. Our schedule's really full. And we'll just send an email and say, sorry, we can't get to your project. And maybe we'll give them a couple other phone numbers to call. But try to help them. If they're the kind of person you want to help, then move things forward. But you're not obligated to do this stuff.
Okay. The sprinkler system one's a good example of ones I probably won't mess too much. I don't know anything about sprinklers.
Yeah.
But stuff like gravel and rocks and lawn mowing, leaves,
Yeah.
edging.
Most stuff you can figure out. You've got support systems. You have me, you have Norm, you have YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
figure out how to do most shit.
One of them wants artifacts. Put
Yeah.
in.
I've never done that, but maybe it's easy. Like, who knows?
Yeah.
Just remember, we got to keep it under 2,000 without a license. So, and
Yeah.
then if anyone
Right.
asks, like, are you licensed? Just be honest. Like, no, I work for somebody who is a general contractor and we're licensed, but I'm not a licensed landscaper, so I can't do projects over 2,000 now. It's totally like honesty is the best policy in my experience.
Can't
And
come back to bite you.
yeah, exactly. And people appreciate honesty. Like, even if I have some employees who they hate, they're Bosnian, they hate to look bad. Status is a big deal in their country. They're always like trying to avoid saying things to clients because it might make them look bad. And it's like, you guys, you need honest. If
That's what makes you look good.
yeah, exactly. It makes you look good, but if you were the client, you would appreciate the honesty. And if you found out that your person was being dishonest, you're not going to work with them anymore. Like, honesty is always the best policy. Yeah, I want to emphasize that you're not obligated. So like, definitely like get the reps in because leads are going to keep in. So calling them right away. You can call and text from inside the app. You can leave notes in there. You can set yourself tasks so it gives you reminder notifications. Do it all from in the app. Do your best to get to people as quick as possible. Get on the phone with them, figure out what they want, take the notes, and then decide if it's actually worth actually going to visit them. Because we don't want to waste your time. We don't want their time. But a lot of these jobs, they'll be on your way home from your day job or whatever, and there will be more footwork in the beginning than there will later. But there's no reason why this can't be nicely profitable for you, like right away.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
mostly just focus on helping people. And I'm just speaking from thousands of sales calls. Like, I get nervous on sales calls. I used to pause before I called and be like, what the hell am I going to say? Blah, blah, blah. And it all worked better for me when I just shut my mind up and I was like, okay, I'm just here to help them. I'll do whatever they need to help them, whatever it is. Like, they need freaking their oil changed. Screw it. I'm not a mechanic, but I'll change their oil. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this could expand into other opportunities. Like, you're over someone's house cleaning leaves, and you should make it a habit to ask, hey, like, that deck's old as shit. You need that deck replaced this summer. And now you can start to like bring Norm into jobs or like partner on jobs with him, refer things to him and Lance, refer things to other contractors. Like, you can start to look for opportunities for other people. And then those other people are going to turn around and look for opportunities for you. Landscaping is one of the best trade business there is for scaling. These little
Cool.
tiny things, like, the more happy customers you leave in your wake, like, opportunities are just going to come bite you in the ass all the time. It's badass.
Okay. So do all of these need put in there? All these ones on this spreadsheet?
All the ones you're going to call, if they're like a
Okay.
month, you don't have to call them. But from now on, they should automatically go in there.
Okay.
So just put the ones in you're going to call. Track everything inside the app. Just that way it's easier. It'll keep it separate from your own phone.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And then just like, you can text me or call me anytime if you have any questions. The only time I don't answer my phone is when I'm in a meeting, so I'll just call you right back.
That's fine. I'm sure we'll get in more of the habit of communicating back and forth over time. I don't think I really have questions
Okay.
about this. I'll just approach it like a pretty open-ended conversation and see where it goes.
Pretty much. You're just here to help them. You're like a concierge. If you
Okay.
can't give them what they need, maybe you can find someone that can do it.
Do you have anything else?
The only other thing I would say is whenever you have the opportunity, ask them to leave a Google review. Like, let's say you go to some old lady's house and she wants something done, and you don't actually end up doing the job, but you like carry the garbage out front for her or something. And she's like, oh my God, how can I repay you? Like, hey, leave us a review on Google. That'd be sweet. Because the more of those we get, leads we'll get.
Okay.
We have 12 now. Once we get to like 40 or 50, we'll get like 3 or 4 times as many leads.
I
Yeah.
will make sure I plug that.
Yeah, anything else you need, just let me know. Like if you want help making a list of questions, people, if you want help writing templates for emails to send, text messages to send, I can help you do any of that stuff. You've been in sales before, so you can write your own stuff. You can save templates in the CRM so that you can send an email in like 2 clicks. So the
Okay.
CRM, it's a very robust tool, so explore it, use it. You can make it so that you can do a whole lot of things in like 10 seconds. And to the person, it makes it seem, oh my God, this person's like spending an hour communicating with me, but it's just that you're dialed in, you know exactly what you're doing. So if you need assistance with anything, there's no dumb questions. Feel free to ask. You can't bother me with this. So just anything you want to run by me or ask, or you want feedback, or you have an idea, like whatever, just hit me up.